The mechanics of either the forehand or the backhand approach shot are pretty much the same as either a forehand or backhand ground stroke. It's how you move and close on the ball that differs. Behind me, we'll start with my forehand. And when I begin to move to the tennis ball, I start by running, just like I would on a normal forehand. But because I'm moving forward and closing on the ball, what I need to do is get myself sideways and still be able to move forward into the court. And the way I do that is by taking what's called a karaoke step. So from this position, what that is, I step across my front foot, my right foot, since I'm a lefty, with my left foot. So my back foot, my left foot comes in front of my right foot, and that allows me to move sideways and move forward. And by staying sideways, I can use the correct mechanics to hit my forehand. And that's what I do here. I hit the ball. Let's actually rewind it, play it one more time, and I can close on the ball and I can use the correct forehand mechanics when I hit the tennis ball. So again, take that karaoke step, and that allows you to move and close at the same time. The second thing you want to try to do, if you can close on the ball fast enough, is catch it when the tennis ball is above the net, because that's going to allow you to both drive the ball and have more margin for error. If you let the ball drop below the net, now you have to hit up on it and still put enough topspin to pull it back down into the court. So what I'm doing here, once I've closed on the ball and hit, is I'm catching it up around my shoulders, maybe a little bit below, and again, that allows me to be aggressive with this shot. If we clip to a different view, this is from across the net, because I catch the ball above the net when I make contact, I can drive this ball pretty well and hit a pretty aggressive shot and then put myself in a good spot to hit a pretty easy volley on the next ball. Another key to the approach shot is where you actually try and hit the ball. Typically, when you approach the net, you want to go down the line. There are some situations where you might want to go cross court. We're not going to cover them in these videos because most of the time you just want to go down the line. That makes it easier for you to close the net, and it cuts down on the angles your opponent can hit to. So behind me here, I'm going to hit the ball down the line, and what I'm aiming for is about maybe 5 feet inside either line, the sideline and the baseline. And in this particular case, I am a little bit long on the deep end. I'm a little bit closer to the baseline, and that's fine. If you aim for that 5x5 target, you can be a little bit long or a little bit wide and still make sure that the tennis ball goes in. Also, if we go back to my contact point, what you'll see after I hit, I continue to close, and then when I hit my split step, from this vantage point, I'm a little bit right of the center service line, and that's where I want to be, again, because I've hit the ball down the line. I need to cover the line, and it's going to be more difficult for my opponent to hit cross court and pass me in that direction. The backhand approach is virtually the same deal. There's one slight difference, and that's the footwork as you hit. I close on the ball just like I do on the forehand, but what happens when I hit the ball is I take a slightly different karaoke step. My back foot in this case is now my right foot, and instead of stepping in front of my front foot, my left foot, I step behind with my right foot. So my right foot is now behind my left foot, kind of like a drop step, and that allows me to continue to close and still stay sideways as I hit the tennis ball. And with the karaoke step, your back foot can step either in front or behind your front foot. So either way, it's a karaoke step. It's just a little bit different. And then if we clip to the view from over the net, you'll see that my placement again is the same. I'm hitting down the line and trying to aim about 5 feet from either the sideline or the baseline. That's an aggressive shot, but I still have some margin for error.